I don't use them because I'm in a relationship with my girls. But the thing is that if some guys are that hung up or they haven't ever been laid, they're going to go out in desperation mode. And a couple of these guys, I said, look, take the money, go down to Adelitas in Tijuana, go get laid at least 3 or 4 times, get all that stuff out of your system, then don't go home and go to sleep, then go up and then go to the bar scene down in San Diego, down at the Gaslamp District, and go walk around. Since I've been up here, I had 2 of those guys, and they just went, that was the greatest advice. Even though I haven't ever paid you for a session, it's like, because these guys were all they want to do is get laid. All I want to do is get laid. I go down to Adelitas. They got girls down there that look like Angelina Jolie, and for $60 you can get laid. And if you come too quick, give another $60, they'll do it again.
Aren't you ever concerned, though, that maybe some of these guys get hooked on going to prostitutes, and so that's all they end up doing? They just keep going to prostitutes for the rest of their life, and they never...
So what? You say it like the bad thing. I don't care. When they decide that they don't want to do that anymore, then look, if all they're interested in doing is cracking a nut, Frank, let them go crack a nut on somebody that does it as a service, rather than trying to lie and cheat on some woman, and then she's not giving head the way a pro would do it, and then the pro at least does it, gets them off, and then, he's gone. These other guys are trying to take this chick in, then they're lying to these chicks, going, wow, and then she doesn't even give head very good. Fucking, now I got to go bang some other bitch, and maybe she's better at this shit. At least they know what they're buying, what they're getting their money's worth out of, and I mean, I think they should just legalize prostitution. I work with some of these girls. I don't have sex with them, but some of them are my friends, I mean, I know women that are in porn. I know women that are strippers. Hell, my best friend down in San Diego is part owner of a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I go down there and the girls are just happy. They're jumping all up and down all over me, and people are sure that I'm fucking every one of these chicks. But I don't do that. They're just friends to me. All they want to do is go and meet this chick, and all she is a set of tits and ass, and just yank their dick in the bitch till they, power fuck her, eat a Viagra, and work her hard and all this shit, work her like a rented mule and then put her back. Hey, that's what the hookers are for. And not hookers, not streetwalkers. Go down to a nice place, find it, and you know what? Go get your cookies. Besides, a lot of these guys, according to these women, I mean, they're like what we call minute men. 1 or 2 minutes and they blow a load. Or you got these guys that are 2 pumps, a squirt, and a snore. And these girls go, God, he's a nice guy, except he doesn't know nothing about sex. And, girls, they could be pretty terrible at sex, too. I mean, seems in my experience, a lot of the real pretty ones, they don't push back very. And that's his phrase my kid came up. He goes, you've been with cute chicks. Why are you with these muddly bitches? He goes, real pretty ones, they don't have no pushback. I go, what the fuck is pushback? He goes, oh, it's just a thing I came up with, Dad. I go, well, what does it mean? And the other kid goes, you don't want to know this, Dad. I go, why? What is it? And the kid starts giggling. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, look it. The real pretty girls, you push it in. You got to do all the work. They don't give no push. They don't push back. I'm just realized, holy shit, he's talking about sex.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dumbass. I'm being a total dumb because these are my kids. I'm not thinking he's being a rude bastard. And he goes, yeah, the kind of chicks that, they're a little fat, maybe 15, 20 pounds over, or, maybe not the cutest. They push back because they get to hang with a cute guy like me. So I push, they push, everybody's pushing. Hey, we're having fun. I'm just going, shut the fuck up. My God,
The apple does not fall far from the tree in this case, huh?
Exactly, but I mean, I never had those discussions with my dad. So a couple of times Neil was at the house. He goes, I've never heard anybody have conversations with their kids the way that you just talk so bluntly. It's just like, David Wygant was there one time.
Right.
And we were talking. One of my kids was up at one of the seminars and talking, and I go, oh, shit. My kids are going, Dad, I'm convinced that these guys pay a lot of money to try to prove that they aren't gay. I think these guys are gay. I go, shut the fuck up.
You know what? Now. I've been having this conversation with other people, too. I've been looking at it, and I'm thinking like 20% of these guys. I'm thinking, well,
you know what? Listen to my kid's logic, man. My kids aren't a part of this community. So he just goes, look it. They get all dressed up, Like, do you know that most of them fags, they look better than most of the model guys out there. And these guys, some of them wear fingernail polish and boas and all this other shit. But look at, Dad, you used to, do you remember when we were growing up, you go, if you want pussy, you got to go hang out with chicks? I go, I don't remember saying that to you, kid. I go, but I'll believe you. He goes, no. You'd be yelling it in the phone when you're counseling people. If you want women, if you want pussy, you got to go where women are.
Mm-hmm.
I go, okay, so what's your point? He goes, look at these guys. They go from one fucking seminar to another. He goes, I just talked to the other guy. Do you know this is his 4th seminar this year? And he goes, do they bring chicks to these seminars? And he goes, no, it's just a bunch of us guys. We all get together and talk about chicks. He goes, you talk about chicks, but do you get chicks? He goes, well, we can. I mean, we're pickup artists. He goes, it looks like you guys are picking up on each other. And I'm going, fucking Oscar, shut the fuck up. Let's get